Day number 6, and I just wanted to do a quick vlog on parenting, relationships with your own mom. I love my mom to pieces, but there's just a lot of things that she did with my brother and I that it's considered like the wrong way to do nowadays. Um, First thing is breastfeeding. I just have felt this whole time not a huge amount of support from my mom or really anybody in my real life, for breastfeeding, besides just my brother's wife and my sister-in-law. But those are the only people that I've known to actually breastfeed. Everyone else has just bottle fed right from the beginning. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it if that's the way that you want to parent. I just was really wanted to challenge myself and see how long that I could breastfeed for. And I know I made small goal of 3 months. No matter what, I'm going to breastfeed for 3 months. And then once I made it to 3 months, then it was like, I'm going to do it to 6 months, and then to a year. And now here I am. He's 14 and a half months, and I still am. Now, I don't know how much longer I will be, just because he's not nursing as often as he was. Now that he's eating a whole lot more solid foods, he's only nursing throughout the night. He's still up a bunch of times at night. But I'll do a different video on that. But he is nursing to go take a nap, to go to bed, and throughout the night. It's pretty much maybe one or two other times, like just very shortly in between like a meal or something like that. But I felt like with all the things that was going on with Trey, with the reflux and food allergies and stuff like that, it was kind of like she always would be like, oh, maybe it's the breast milk. Oh, maybe it's the breast milk. Like maybe you shouldn't breastfeed him. And it's just very like discouraging, like making me second guess what I'm doing, if I'm doing the right thing, if maybe I should just, back when he was on like formula age, should just give him formula only and no breast milk, just so that we can control like what's going in his body. Because when they're under 18 months, food allergy panel doesn't show it. They're not accurate, so it won't show it what he's allergic to. So I could see, I don't know, I just went back and forth on it, and it's just hard when you second guess yourself because your own mom's not being 100% supportive. And I think she only breastfed my brother for like a few weeks, maybe a month or something like that. And I don't even know if she tried with me. And then like the other thing is like cloth diapering. My mom used disposables with my brother and I. And my brother is like 2.5 years older than me. I just have a brother. That's it. No other siblings. But she's always like, oh, you have these on too tight, or how is his legs gonna be able to move, because I had like the double gusset kind and like the elastic, and I'm like, it's not too tight. Because you can still put your finger and move it around, but you want it tight enough that nothing comes out either. You don't want it to leak. I don't know, it's hard. She wanted me to give him solids like at like 4 months, or she was always saying, like, when he was crying, I'd call her crying, saying that he's crying nonstop and he won't stop. She'd always be like, he's hungry. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. It's not like a hunger cry. It's not just a fuss. It was like screaming, like he's in pain, arching his back, and it was just a reflux. Now that we dealt with it for so long, we know that the Zantac wasn't strong enough, the Prevacid wasn't, but Nexium seemed to work pretty good. But we had to cut out dairy out of both of our diets because I was breastfeeding. I did it in the beginning, for about 4.5 months, and then I did it again for about 4 months after the doctor did like the colonoscopy and the biopsies that showed that there was most likely a food allergy. And he also gets his lactoferrin tests, which is a stool sample test, and then they see if the lactoferrin is elevated, which he said with his age, if it's elevated, it's usually a food allergy. So we're just kind of a few months shy of being able to do the repeat blood test now, but he is eating everything again. I mean, I won't give him soy milk itself because I did try that, and he had diarrhea for a week after I gave it to him. So I don't want to just jump in and give him soy. I don't think he can handle it yet. But he is having lactose-free milk. Honestly, he really doesn't drink a whole lot. It just between the nursing and eating the solid foods, and he does eat yogurt, and he'll eat something that has like cheese in it, like maybe macaroni and cheese, or something that already has cheese like mixed in it. But I found that the lactose free, I know lactose has nothing to do with allergies, but I didn't want to add to the problem and give him gas in case he's lactose intolerant. And I did notice when I would give him cheese, like regular cheese, it's not like any special kind, he would have such bad gas pains. So I was like, you know what, let's just stick with the lactose free milk and see how he does. And he seems to be doing okay on that when he does have it. But back to the whole my mom relationship type thing. You know, I don't know, I've always seemed pretty close with my mom. It's just since becoming a mom myself, it's been challenging because I know there's so many times that like I can feel her like bite her tongue and like, you know, or shut her mouth and doesn't say anything, even though she wants to say something so badly. And like she'll wait months, and then when something happens, she'll just like say it. Like finally, she has a reason just to let it out, and I'm just kind of like, oh, mm-hmm. Or her husband, he's got a big mouth, so she might share something with him, but he'll say something, but I know what he's saying came from my mom's mouth because he wouldn't come up with that. He doesn't have that much of an interest in some of this stuff. But my question for you, I'm gonna switch it. Leave a comment below on make me feel normal. Do you guys feel like a lot of this scenarios are happening in your life, you know, between like breastfeeding, cloth diapering, eating solids at a certain time? What about the cried out method? That was a big one. You know, my mom always she pushes me to just let him cry for a little bit, you know, when he's in his crib, and or even if you're holding him, just like to put him to sleep. I don't know. There's times I've gone to her house and like she'd hold him and rock him, and he'd be like screaming. And after like a few minutes, I just couldn't take it. I'd go in there and be like, look, you know, obviously it's not that he doesn't want to go to sleep. There's something else going on. And maybe it was gas pain, maybe it was the reflux, you know, stuff like that. I guess with his whole GI issues and everything, it's made it even harder to even consider that. Not that I would ever just stick him in a crib and let him cry, because I couldn't do that. But like let him fuss for a little bit or anything like that, it just, I can't do it. Just what if it is something physical? There is a reason why he's crying. Even if he doesn't want to go to sleep yet, or he's lonely or scared to be in his crib by himself, you know, I just have that instinct to go in there and, you know, hold him and try to rock him to sleep and calm him down and make him feel nurtured. I don't know. I guess my mom never had that nurturing aspect in her life. She was raised by her dad and her grandma and grandpa. So her mother figure in her life was her grandma. So let's go back. I can't even think of what it was like, what was the in thing to do, or what were they supposed to do at that generation. So I don't know. I don't think she was nurtured a whole lot in her life. So I think, you know, she does her best, and I don't want it to come off like my mom is like cold or something like that, because that's not it at all. I had an awesome childhood, and you know, they just weren't super clingy or affectionate growing up, you know. So, but okay, so if you have similar situations going on, please let me know. Write it down below and give me some examples of things that you've felt in your life with your parent, you know, your mom, your dad, or whoever you're close with. Things that you kind of not agreed with, and you know, how did it work out? All right, thanks. And I just wanted to say thanks for watching. And if you are watching and you're not subscribed, please just hit the button subscribe. I need some encouragement to keep making videos. I don't want to stop making them again for a while because I feel like nobody's watching. And I always forget to say this, but the most important thing is baby dust for anyone who's still trying or trying for number 2, 3, whatever, and sticky dust to anyone that is pregnant. And I hope that you have a happy, healthy 9 months, and have a good one. Thanks for watching. Bye.